Hello to everyone watching right now. I wanted to make a video on the misconception of self-improvement. I want to target this mostly towards Islam. You know, a lot of people think, including myself, like before I made a transition of weight loss from here, as you can see, and all this discipline stuff, I was very insecure, and it still hasn't changed in some ways. Like, I used to be so self-conscious of my weight, of the way I looked, of the way people would treat me, or like the overthinking and stuff. But a lot of people need to realize, especially like fellow Muslims or anyone watching this video, I'm sure this video can be of some help to anyone. But what a lot of people need to understand is your mental health, your mental well-being is never going to get better by waking up at 5 a.m, doing a cold shower or going on runs. Firstly, the best advice I can find is accepting the reality of God. Now, not everyone might not be religious, not everyone might not believe in something, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you're going to come to a conclusion that there is a creator of a creation, especially like this, a complex creation like this. Firstly, everyone needs to accept that. Secondly, guys and girls or whoever's watching this again, you need to be able to, if you need to be able to have an understanding of if there's a creator to such a creation, obviously, instead of relying on these modern day self-improvement methods, which some of them work, that's fair, like some of them can work, you know, some specific ones like taking care of yourself, hygiene, eating healthy, sleeping on time, these kind of self-improvements, they work. But if you want to find, when I was doing these, of course, some aspects of my life uplifted by so much they ascended, but nothing felt right until I've truly, which was very recent, I was genuinely able to find my inner peace within my own religion, which is Islam. So I had no one to talk to. That I would be debating with AI. I would be asking questions to AI if I should do this, if I should do that. That's pretty a low point. Of course I have my parents, of course I have my family around me, but you can't really talk to them about stuff that really going on between you unless you have a friend that you can rely on everything with, or you trust everything with. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have anyone like that in my surroundings right now. So yeah, I'll debate with AI, I'll ask everything to AI, like, we'll get back to a point. But I understand that there was a thing, not to say, but there was God by my side throughout all that time. I just didn't come to a realization of it, you know, which I'm super grateful of. You know, I'm at the early age of 17, and I'm somewhat proud that I'm able to be in the realization of this, that I'm aware of God's influence on my life, and I'm aware of God's strength and power and ability, or to the best of my ability, come to a realization of it. But I'm not trying to long this out, but the first thing you can start off with is finding your inner peace within a religion that sits well in your heart. I would personally argue that Islam is the truth, but this is not a debating topic or a debate in which religion is best. This is just how it worked for me. Secondly, stop. This was a very big let down in my life. I would constantly compare myself to random people, not knowing the progress I was making was on a whole nother scale. You know, instead of maybe don't even compare yourself to anyone, but I was literally comparing myself to people that are at the finish line of their own chapters on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, or YouTube, when people around me, which I shouldn't still be comparing, of course, I don't right now, but before, you know, I would say my work ethic, my discipline, my passion for improving myself was, you know, on a better level than a lot of others. Not in an egotistical way, but just factual. But the point is that, of course, like, there's a saying called, if you're doing better than yesterday, then you're doing something right. I don't fully agree with that. No one can, of course, improve in a way, in a day that they can be impressed of, but look back at the most recent worst point of your life. And trust me, if you're at a better point, and if you are at a better point than that down point or the bad point in your life, the recent one, whatever comes to your mind right now, I know you have something in your mind right now, whatever point that is, if you're genuinely doing better right now, and whether that's mental, physical, or spiritual, take that as a win. And it might be hard to actually apply, but this is something I did, you know. I was losing, when I was at my heaviest point, which was 85 kilograms, and I really looked in, I really understood that I needed to change something for something else to change, you know. For my life to get better, I need to start somewhere. And I said, change myself, change my body, change the way I look. I was dropping maybe 2 kg or 2 kg every 2 weeks. You know, I lost maybe 20 kg in a whole span of 4 months. I don't really remember, but it was very quick. And, you know, I genuinely believe that I managed to uplift myself, and this is not a video to just brag about me. I'm nowhere near satisfactory rate or satisfaction to be in a position to feel satisfied, but I'm, you know, you can even take, if you even see my come up or my development as a person as, you know, admirable, then you can use me as someone who, you know, started off from a really bad point, you know, very overweight, like 85 kg, and I looked terrible, but, you know, got down to like 63, 64 at my lowest, or 62, I don't fully remember. And yeah, from that, the way people treated me started changing, the way my environment started changing, the way people's attitude started getting, wow, like, you knew me, or since when did we have this kind of, you get what I mean? Which is honestly sad. It's the reality, but cut all of that out, you know, just take what they're saying in, but don't let it, you know, get through a barrier that it's in your head or it's affecting your thoughts or your decisions or your actions. My point is that you do your part, take God with everything you do, and don't worry about the rest. You know, I'm even at a point where I want to be financially free right now. Like, and I'm like, this might sound cringy to some people, but I genuinely want to be financially free. I want to be financially free and move off to Asia right now. Live my life there for a bit. You know, move to Korea or Japan. Just live there. Like, that's my goal right now. Make enough money to be comfortable enough. I know I'm 17. This might be delusional as hell, but whatever God will want to happen will happen. So I'm trying to do my part. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to put the work in. You know, I have a side job as well right now, and I'm doing content on the side, which content is not going that well, but still I'm grateful for everything. Alhamdulillah, as we say in Islam. So yeah, only up from here. I don't have anyone in my circle right now, genuinely. 0 people that I don't have a single social life other than going out by myself, going gym by myself, working on myself by myself. It's all by myself, which is fine. As long as I have God, as long as my family is happy, healthy, that's enough for me right now. And only up from here, as I said. So don't worry about the external things. Don't worry about what people have to say or what people think about what you're doing or what you want to do. Just do what you like to do. Focus on your goal or have a purpose and work towards that for as long as you can. And as I said, don't worry about the rest.